Hello my stamping friends, this is Oksana from funstamper.com and today is day 4 of Holiday Stamper Stack card idea. As I was telling you in 3 previous videos, I hosted Holiday Stamper Stack last weekend live with 27 participants, some kids to go as well, and we create 8 cards. 3 of the cards were 2 of each, slightly different design, but the same one. This card, I could not just pick which one to use in 2, so we actually made 1 of each. For this card, we're gonna use this amazing suite of product called Joy of Christmas. I absolutely love the paper. It just has this watercolor look, and bundles are absolutely stunning. But my favorite bundle, I will admit, it's this bundle because of the dies, and you will see why. We're gonna use the other bundle, but just for this image to add a little bit extra stamping, but mostly this is what it's used. Okay, let's get started. Let's start with the simplest card. This card you could produce in big quantities. So economical, uses little bit of designer paper, couple layers, and the star is actual die cut. So let's see what we need for this card. So for this card, we're gonna need, and I pre-cut everything already. So it's 4 by 5 1/4 mat of garden green. Then we're gonna use basic white, 1/8 smaller. I like to work with 1/8, so 3 7/8 by 5 and 1/8. And we're gonna use piece of DSP measuring 2 3/8 by 5 1/8. And I'm using 2 3/8. It's because I could have 5 from a long strip. That's why it's not 2 1/2, it's 2 3/8. So let's glue that together. Super simple. At least I suggest you maybe to do it in sets of 4, because 1 sheet of paper could cut, you could have 4 basic white pieces and 4 garden green pieces. I'm gonna glue it to this piece. I really like tiny mats. If you don't like 1/8, then go 1/4 bigger. You're gonna mat it on a real red. The colors coordinate with the designer paper. So we're gonna glue it here. So far super easy. Then here is a star. This is that die cut from the dies. Look how stunning it is. And this piece is actually from die cut as well, meant to go inside. I like a little bit more bling, so I cut extra gold piece, and that gold piece measures 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. So let's go ahead and stamp some sentiment in real red. I chose Deck the Halls from this stamp set. Could be anything, could be Merry Christmas. And where's my Deck the Hall? Here you have it. And we're gonna do it with real red. Any sentiment that's gonna fit in the square will work great. Very cute font. All right. Then we're gonna glue it on our gold square. And then to the center of the die cut. Okay. Add 4 dimensions, and here you have it. How simple is that? I like more complicated designs. Believe me, I try. I thought maybe we'll do this and that, but I think it does not need anything. It just simple and beautiful and easy to mass produce. So you glue this one or add it here, and I have a red bow. We add it with the glue dot, and the card is done. You could decorate inside. I'll show you how I decorate that one. If you have the kit to go, so you have an idea if you have the stamp set. If you don't have the stamp set, use any greetings you need. So here's just little something. So first card is done. So let's look on card number 2. So this is a little bit more involved, but I absolutely love this die cut. So let's see what we need for that card. It kind of uses similar supplies. So we're still gonna work with 4x5¼ mat of garden green. Basic white is slightly smaller by 1/8, so it's 3/7 by 5/1. We're only gonna use 3x3 piece of paper, of designer paper. So this way it goes such a long way and add little kind of color, but still leave enough white space. We're also gonna use this die. Love, 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 love this die. So this is a die I die cut from that die set. And it also does this white piece. But I like extra bling, so I added slightly bigger piece of the gold to mount it on. Okay, I did cut a twig, the same die, and that die also has those berries. I have a glimmer paper, so I did it from that glimmer paper. Let me go ahead. It's have like 2 and 1, so we're just gonna snip those separately. Just thought it's needed something without adding any bling. Let me show you my favorite technique of stamping. This is what I was saying on this corner. I want to add a little bit of color. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this big stamp set from Joy of Noel, and we're gonna take a garden green. Maya's shimmery, you'll see why. And we're gonna stamp it here. I like to watercolor with Bank of Stella when you wanna add little bit of color. So what we're gonna do, as you could see, I squeezed ink on a lid, and I pick up some colors, and I just gonna be coloring with Bank of Stella. And it's not only adding a color, but it's also adding the shimmer, and it's so pretty in person. I'm gonna do just few leaves, those that's gonna be visible. Do you know that you could refill your Bank of Stella if it's kind of dry? I think mine is drying up. I'll need to go ahead and refill it for tomorrow's class. You just need to unscrew it and put some alcohol, like 75–80%. And it's not gonna be maybe that glittery as the original one, but it's still gonna work. I refill mine 2–3 times, and it works great. So here you added little color. And people ask if you could do it with like paintbrushes. You cannot really do it with that. You can, but because it's water, it's actually kind of, paper become kind of roped and not pretty. This one, because it's alcohol inside, it's kind of act like a blend. So we're gonna do the same with the berry. Just gonna go ahead and add a color for the berries. Okay. You could use any blends as well, but just I thought it's gonna be, give you some idea how to color it. You most likely have ink pads, but maybe you don't have blends in every single color. So we added extra color. I don't think I need more. So let's go ahead and start assembling. We need to do little stamping, but not that much. So we're gonna go ahead and adhere our basic white to the mat. Again, if you're clever and if you wanted to save on cardstock, die cut from this piece, you will not see it. See, perfectly. So this way you only need one piece of paper and you die cut from it, you borrow from it. After you put white, you don't see it. Then we're gonna take our DSP. Choices, which corner to put, I don't know. Kind of have little small border, and we're gonna glue it on top of real red. We're gonna stamp our greeting. It has words Merry and Christmas, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna stamp in the real red. Let's see. I start with word Christmas. It's larger one. I wanted to make sure it fits. And then I put Merry. All right. And that's all the stamping. So we're gonna mount on this gold piece. Again, we need little bling. We're not adding any additional bling or embellishment, but we add a little bit of gold. So all of the cards in that series have in common that gold element that ties them together. Even so, they all use different stamp sets. And we did end up using 2 of DSPs. So this one from Joy of Christmas Suite, and then that gold accent specialty paper from O Holy Night. Let me go ahead and glue my berries. This is why I absolutely love to work with a wet glue, and whatever is your choice. This is probably the only product that I use not from Stampin' Up. I do travel with Tombow because it's smaller, secure a little bit better. If I go somewhere, travel, and I always take Paper Pumpkin or some other kits to work on, so I always take a Tombow. But for everyday use, I use this one. But I never compromise on dimensional or glue dots. They're best in the market. So we're gonna go ahead and glue this little twig. Again, we're adding extra gold accent. We're gonna add 3 dimensionals. If you like to use more, you could use more. 3 dimensionals is enough, in my opinion. Where did you go? Okay. And we're gonna glue it here in the center. Look how stunning it is. And then last but not least, that golden vanilla bow. And we're gonna add it with a glue dot, and our card is done. So if you would like to have a kit, one lucky winner will receive a kit with all 8 cards that we made. So those 2 we made today, there's 2 we made yesterday, day before, then we made those 2. And hold on, my most favorite, 1 second. Already put them away. This one. So Let me know which one is your favorite from your set, and leave me a comment. Follow me on YouTube and Facebook. And I hope I inspire you to create your Christmas cards. Easy, quick, but beautiful. And until then, happy stamping. Bye!